Welcome, salutations, and gratitudes to dear respected sadhakas, shrotas. Your presence gives a chance for deliberating on our most beautiful moksha indicating shastras. Wish and pray we continue without compromising for any reason till our ultimate goal is achieved. Remember the 12 Vyaktitvas Lokasevaka, Dharmasthabaka, Viragi, Bhakta, Shishya, Mumukshu, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, Parishrami, Prerita, Gambhira, Shanta, Yukta. Also remember the six sources of blessings of Shruti, Smriti, Purana, Itihasa, Santavangmaya Rupi, Shastras, Guru Tattva, Guru Parambara, Swaguru, Acharyas, Rishi Muni Guru, Gana Rupi Gurus. Then the Jnanendriya, Karmendriya, Antakarana, Bahya Jagat, maintaining Adhisthana Devatas. Then the total Shakti Swarupini, Adi Parashakti Mata. Then the Ishvara. Then the Parabrahma for Anusandhana. At the final stages of experience, only Parabrahma remains, none of these. But on the sadhana samaya, during the sadhana, to transcend equipments, master them, to make right use of them, empower for all of that, these prakriyas of upasanas, etc., are very much helpful required. That is why they are done, that is why they are recommended in our shastras. We should never have the doubt at all in doing these things, saying that Aham Brahmasmi, why should I do all that? We can do Aham Brahmasmi deeply, single pointedly, surely. Nothing else is required. But hopefully that Aham Brahmasmi is not becoming only outer word uttered without any transformation inside. If that's happening, that only mechanically we are saying no transformation inside means what? We have to change ourselves. We are cheating ourselves. So we have to seek the blessings of all these for making that sadhana deep instance, true from within. That is why the remembrance of all these five sources of blessings other than Brahma Tattva every day. Welcome to the study of this Shwethashwathara Upanishad from Krishna Yajurveda, first chapter. We are seeing quotation references given by Adi Shankaraji from Vishnu Dharmottara Purana, now the Vishnu Purana, then we will see from the Lingam Purana. So many references are only to bring to our notice that in all Shastras, things said is same. By all the Gurus, things said is same. And those who have got moksha, by all of them, what is obtained is same. Therefore, there is nothing different or new for you and I also. We should also follow the same thing. Mahajano yena gataha sapantha. Where the great glorious people have walked the path and reached the goal, that alone is the path, that alone is the goal. And then, along with this reference, through these references, some important summaries of the Upanishadic jnanas are brought to our cognition. Very, very precisely in simple language, summary is given, which is really valuable, enchanting, useful. Let us study that. Before that, our Sankalpa Prarthana. Before that, like every day, a 5 minutes deliberation on some thought required for our life, useful for our life. Krishna. Today's thought is mm, it is a luck and fortune that we are born as human beings. remember, recognize that we are human. Same time, we say that we are not bhogis like devatas. We are not the bhogis like the animals. We are karmi. We are sadhaka. So it's a luck and fortune. Then having born as human beings, it is again, we can say it's a trick. It's a knack. It is a luck. And again, it is a blessings. Luck and blessings, not fortune. Luck, fortune are same. So it is a luck and blessings to be human beings. And having born as human beings, it is again, it's a luck, it is a knack, it is a trick, and again it's a blessings that we enter into something different field called as spiritual. Then all normal people who live the life just like animals only for the outer things with the upadhis. It's a trick, it's a knack, it's a luck, and it is blessings. Having come to the godly spiritual path, again it is trick only, it's a knack only. It is fortune or luck, it's blessings that we come to the study of the Shastras. In that also, Tattva Shastras and Moksha Shastras. And it's a blessings only, it's a fortune only. And we as a human beings should have the tricks developed in us, should have the knack, you know, to recognize the presence and importance of spiritual life. Having entered here, the presence and importance of the Shastra Adhenam, that also the Tattva Shastras. Be conscious. Again, having come to the Satsangas to listen and study the Tattva Shastras, again to have the clear understanding, jnanam, of what is said in the Shastras. All the three things the Lakshyam, the Margam, then the Tayari, the preparation, qualification, Arhata, Yogyata. It is again a trick only, it is a knack only, it is a luck and it is really blessings that we have got it. Some get it in few satsangas in one text study. Some need more texts and more listenings, more thinkings. Some need a lot. We belong to the third category. So many books we have studied. But still, that blessings and luck and trick and knack are convincingly knowing, clearly knowing, undoubtedly knowing about Paramatma alone as the goal. And Antarmukhata alone is the sadhana. And then preparing all faculties is the preparation. About that, how much we have the clarity of understanding, conviction, etc. Four things. First, it is being a human. Second, it is coming to spirituality. Third, it is the chance to get into the study of Tattva Shastras. Fourth is most beautiful, important one that we are able to understand the Lakshya Marga Yogyatas as indicated by Shastras. The fifth one is very, very essential, most essential. Ki, again, it is a trick only, it is a knack only. It is luck also, and most importantly, blessing also. That we remember all these three. All the time we remember. It is on the surface of the mind. Like the one who's driving the car. He is so aware of the steering in his hands. You know, for how many minutes or hours he takes away his hand from the steering when he's steering through the road towards the destination. If you observe it, he may be driving for 4 hours, 5 hours, but not even a moment he can afford to take out. He's a hold on to the from the steering. When the road is khulla, maybe one hand uses, left hand uses, he just relaxes in another hand, little bit, isn't it? When the road is open and wide, there's no risk. But otherwise, narrow road or going through the town, cities, how much is holding on to the handle or the steering? Negotiating and all. In the same way, we have to know the necessity of this. Okay, we have to develop that trick. We have to develop that knack. We have to be lucky somehow. Most importantly, we have to be blessed to remember ourselves for ourselves. All these three things all the time. We are at this fifth point level now. Four things हो गए हमको for you and me. Born as human beings, fortune and blessings. We have come to the spiritual life. Hopefully, consciously we are there. Third is the luck of studying the Tattva Shastras. Up to this we have come. Fourth also slowly, slowly बन रहा है वो. Okay, नहीं? Especially through our evening classes of Yoga Vasishta and our Anatma Sri Vigarhanam Advaita Anumati, immense contribution they are doing. Beautiful. Along with our morning class. All the three things, we are slowly becoming clearer in the understanding. Followed by the acceptance of it. थोड़ा यहाँ भी टाइम लग रहा है हमको. Not yet fully accepted. Hmm. Wherever full acceptance is not there, we are in contact with it, but not fully with involvement. And a मजेदार बात है ये, लाइफ में in many aspects it happens. Somebody joined a job, he has not fully accepted that job and boss. Yet he can continue serving and gets retired also. But throughout that service, because not fully accepted, his work in that office and his connection with that boss are not as perfectly as they can be. Everywhere, and we really, if it is discussed, we may get frightened, but they are facts. The wife and husband, the parents and children. Throughout life, they live for 4 5 decades together, but still fully accepted नहीं होता. Fully accepted होता, so he will understand her completely. He will take her as Lord's blessings and fortune, and he pours out all his love and care and everything to her. That life is made so beautiful from his side. That happens when one is less egoistic and all. Selfish less है तो तब selfless. She also fully accept means how totally dedicated she will be. Not rejected. He doesn't fully accept her doesn't mean that he has mind somewhere else. No. But here itself, that deep feeling that she has come in my life as this relation by God's grace. So totally accepted. We are together throughout life. We are one. That's called Ardhangini कहते हैं in Sanskrit. She is half, better half. That feeling नहीं होता, then wherever some seva work is done from her, that much only, and for getting that love, etc. given. Then after that, or even some problem is there with her, then that inside the detachment comes or the anger comes. आज उन्होंने मेरे बात नहीं मानी या मैंने जो चाहा नहीं दिया. सवाल ही नहीं होता बात नहीं मानने का, क्योंकि बात करना ही नहीं है. बिकॉज व्हेन यू लव हर, शी इज करेक्ट, फुल स्टॉप. सो व्हाट, शी इज राइट. अच्छा, सजेशन दे सकते तो. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट वेरी sensitive point of acceptance. Parents to children, children to parent, wholehearted. You and I also, have we fully accepted We are Hindu Sanatana Dharmi. Not just saying through mouth, fully accepted as the disciples of the Guru, as the Adhyatmic Sadhakas. That's what we are saying. The acceptance of the Shastra Jnana, having understood. Thoda crucial point. Then again, it is the trick and knack and luck and grace that we are remembering it all the time. This is a great, great achievement. Lucky if we are. And if we are blessed, we'll be lucky. And if you can consciously try, we can develop that trick and knack. Everyone should develop their own tricks and knacks for the whole life, for the protection, for survival, for development, for evolution. Dimag diyana Bhagwan ne. So we have to develop the tricks and knacks to negotiate, to go through, same time to be able to perform and achieve. यही है रियल चीज. अब जब चीज या जिंदगी को सीरियसली लिया जाता है, then we start thinking. When we think, we develop them. When we don't take it seriously because of our tamaguna, then we don't think. Therefore, we just don't get those trick snacks. Then we are in the flow, flood. That's it. Like all animals are in the flood of the kala, they take birth, they live, and they die one day. We also are like that. But we can develop the trick and knack. And about luck, we don't know. इसका कोई लॉजिक नहीं होता. But it also is there. Finally, the blessings. Blessings only come as luck. When you know it is blessings, when you don't know it's luck. To remember all the time these three things. This is my goal, this is my preparation, these are the sadhanas to be done. Isn't it? Then comes the most crucial ones, last three. Three more. 4 plus 3 or 5 plus 3, the 8 things. First, human being. Second is entering spirituality. Third, studying the Shastras. Fourth, understanding them. Fifth, accepting them. Sixth, the luck and fortune and trick and knack of remembering them, the blessings of. Sixth. Now, three more are what? Therefore, being consciously observant about our every moment's spending, consciously observing every moment spent. In that, how much the sadhana is done for knowing Paramatma. Every moment, kshanam, which is tough, but that is where we have to reach to. Then again and again, every moment we try to do what is to be done to reach to the goal. Seventh point. Again, eighth point, similar. Every moment we have to alert about our own being or life, whether it is the involvement in the upadhis, through the upadhis, for the upadhi. मतलब मेरे द्वारा कायिक वाचिक मानसिक क्रियाएं चर्याएं चर्चा एक्शन क्या ये उपाधि तादात्म्य को बढ़ा रहे. That being aware like this again is a trick, it's a knack, it's a luck, it's a blessings. I am fully aware of every moment of my life and I am aware, oh, this thought is upadhi sambandhi. This word is from the upadhi tadatma sthiti. So in this action, definitely there is उपाधि तादात्म्यता ओनली प्रिडोमिनेंट. अब देखो इस स्थिति पर पहुंच गए नो, यू आर ऑलवेज इन मेडिटेशन. देन ट्राई टू रिजेक्ट इट एंड कमिंग बैक टू द आत्म संबंधी थॉट और एनीथिंग टू बी डन देयर, द मनन चिंतन और द अन्वयता or identifying or saying to ourselves that I am this, I am this, I am this, I am not, I am not, I am not. That. The eighth point. Seventh is how much every moment I am aware of the goal myself. Second is every moment aware of what is happening to me. Is it upadhi sambandhi? Vyavahara, strengthening the upadhi tadatmya. Matlab, in this, because of this type of behavior, I, as a jiva or as a panchakosha tadatmya, becoming stronger. Uska aware hona hai. Every thought that is passing through, every word we utter, every action we do, every thinking संकल्पास we do, क्या इसमें आत्मा है या उपाधियां है? That much luck if we are lucky we are. That much knack and trick if we can develop by blessings. We are at the very good stage of sadhana. Similarly, the last one. Key is any of my thoughts, words and actions are giving reality to the outer world. Giving importance to the outer world. Still, is it in the wrong notion of wanting the outer world? Technically, it's called as a beautiful thought. आज से इसका daily चिंतन करो. मोह, delusion. So this person I am liking, it's a delusion. Because person itself is unreal. Because everything other than Paramatma is projection. This object I am wanting. So we are in moha grastata. This place we want to go. This action we want to do. This indulgence we want to enter into. Recognizing that these are called delusions. Oh, it's very highest stage. But we have to reach to that level. Only when you know that we are going in wrong direction in the car, then we become aware of it and then you just change it to the right direction. What is the goal of life? Coming out of delusion into the reality. Reality is only self. Other than self is everything is illusory. Then in anything other than the self, if we are evolving, we are in moha. Oh, इस तरह से मोह होता है. See how powerfully we are taught this thing in the evening by the Anatma Shri Vigarhana Grantha. How beautiful it is, how enchanting it is, how delightful it is. येन स्वात्मा नैव साक्षात कृतो भूत, ऐसा कहते हुए हर श्लोक में येन स्वात्मा नैव साक्षात कृता भूत तेन ततः किम ततः किम ततः किम. So he is just reminding us in this pursuit is a self is reminded or forgotten. Self forgotten means you are in delusion. Okay, then therefore only way to come out of delusion is always in the thought of the self only. Atma Vismarana is moha karana. Atma Smarana alone, the moha nirmulana karana. Anything other than the Atma is moha only. Are in this Vishnu Dharma Purana, Vishnu Purana, the quotations given are also of the same things. This is what we are studying last 10 days, Pure Brahma, Jnapti Swarupa Brahman alone is real. Other than him, everything is Asat Mithya. Yesterday, the conclusion was that only. Then that new topic, same topic in a new way started. Analysis of it started. So, in this way. So, it is luck and fortune and blessings to be human beings. And again, trick and knack and luck and blessings to come to the spirituality. Third, again it is trick and knack and luck and blessings to be able to study Shastras, means listen and study. Fourth one is understanding them, the goal, means and preparation. Fifth is acceptance of it. Both important. Sixth is remember of all of that all the time. Seventh is observing within ourselves. Atma Sambandhi, Vrittis, sadhanas, how many that are happening in us per moment. Then the eighth one is How many upadhi tadatmyas are happening? Means through my involvement, is the upadhi tadatmya I am growing. Just like in a little lesser spiritual way, if you see, in and through every thought, word, and action, we have to observe it. Is it the ego working or is a duty oriented individuality working? You know, like is it the selfishness working or the maturity is that I have to work for everyone that is working? I have to become aware. मेरे अंदर वो ईगो बोल रहा है या जो व्यक्ति जिसको धर्म है करना वो बोल रहा है. In the world, as we have to be observant every moment, it is subtler spirituality way. Ki, am I expressing the Upadhi Tadatmya or strengthening Upadhi Tadatmya through this action, word, thought? I have to become aware. In the same way, in and through all my thoughts, plannings, projections, am I strengthening my delusion of world being real, world being important, world being source of happiness, therefore world is to be gained, the world is to be attached to. अगर ये हो रहा है तो we have not understood the spiritual journey at all. That is why that anatma Sri Vigarhanam. Anything in the outer world, how much ever the outer world may be up to Brahmaloka. The whole thing being illusory, the pursuit of that is a proof that we are deluded. I should know that it's a delusion, and that's possible when I know through the Shastra Adhyanam, Paramatma alone is real, other than him is delusion. Isn't it? When I am afraid of that snake, then I am in delusion that there is a snake. Because with the rope, there is no fear. So, too, in the world, when there is something to be gained or lost, or effort to be put to involve in it, all of that still shows that still we are in moha. That is said beautifully in our विवेक चूड़ामणि बहुत बढ़िया सेंटेंट. He says, अस्तीति यो वक्ति न तस्य मोहः विनिर्गतो निद्रितवत् प्रजल्पः. Astiti means other than Brahman, if the world is there, if somebody is saying or thinking or doing something to get, na tasya mohaha vinirgataha. His moha is not gone. Then such talks, words, and actions of him are like that. Like what? Nidritavat prajalpa. The person who is sleeping, but some dream came. Because of the dream or something, he is talking. In Nidra, two things. Is he aware of what he is talking? No. Second, for the listeners who are awake, do those words carry any meaning? वो चिल्लाएंगे, हंसेंगे, गाएंगे, वो बोलेंगे कुछ. You will give some orders. He will be afraid also. लोग नींद में बोलना चिल्लाना हैप्पी आपने सुना कभी देखा? मैं तो लॉट्स ऑफ पीपल याद है निद्रितवत प्रजल्प निद्रितवान का प्रजल्प है वो who say the world is it is source of happiness अस्ति इति यह भक्ति न तस्य मोहः विनिर्गतः उनका मोह गया नहीं then whatever is talking thinking is nidritavat prajalpa. Everything is Brahman other than Brahman. So lot of deep study has to be done of the Shastras. Then only the experience of the saints and sages, which they have put through those words, whose meaning is that there is nothing other than Brahman is reality, is understood. First understanding. Then we know, okay, even though it's understood because of the habit, the thoughts are coming about the world. It's a delusion. I need not value it. Brahman alone is appearing as the world. Brahman alone is perceived as the world. Brahman alone interacted as the world. But there is nothing called as world to be present, to be perceived, to be interacted with other than Brahman. That Brahma aspect should never be forgotten. Otherwise, delusion हो गया. So these are the 9 points we have to be aware. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsharusibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah. ओम यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्. ओम शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः. ओम निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. ओम श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानां आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्. ॐ भवता जनता सुहिता भविता निजबोधविचारणचारुमदे कलयेश्वरजीवविवेकविदौ भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणं. ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम्. एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः. श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो अस्मद् गुरुभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव कैवल्यप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्तिद्वारा विश्वाध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पूर्वभिवृद्ध्यर्थं धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां पूर्ण आयुरारोग्यादि शक्ति साधनादि प्राप्ति बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रु विघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः अद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थम सनातन धर्मार्थम भारतवर्षार्थम विश्वकल्याणार्थम वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. ओम नित्यानंदं निराधारं निखिलाधारम् अव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम्. अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः शान्तिमन्त्रः. ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. ॐ अथ सम्बन्धभाष्यम्. Friends, we have come up to this point where that Bharataji is telling to that Rahugana. भागवत का ही कहानी है. इट इज इन विष्णु पुराण आल्सो. टू दैट यू नो किंग ऑफ that Nagara, Sauvira Nagara is the name of that city. Sauvira Nagara Raja, Rahugana. To him, what he say finally? He ये ब्यूटिफुल श्लोकास. यदा समस्त देहेषु पुमान् हि एको व्यवस्थितः तदा हि को भवान् सोऽहम् इति एतत् विप्रलम्भनं. त्वं राजा शिविका चेयं वयं वाहाः पुरःसराः अयं च भवतो लोकः न सदेतत् त्वया उच्यते. एतत् त्वया यदुच्यते तत् न सत्. एतत् this yet that त्वया by you uchyate said tat that is nasat is not true. Oh dear Raja. Main point and what is said by Rahugana. Main point is this. Yada means when samasta deheshu, in all the embodied or the embodiments, samasta deheshu. Deha means deha upachaye, which is the assemblage of stula or sukshma panchamahabhutas. Samasta deheshu puman hi ekaha vyavastitah. Only one Purusha is there. Again, remember, this trick, if you don't develop or thought is not understood, first step of Vedanta itself is missed. You know, when you say there is water inside the pot or milk inside the pot, so pot is a container, the milk or water is a content. In the same way, when you say mud is inside the pot, the meaning is not same. See the difference. Milk is inside pot, water is inside pot, saying, and the mud is inside pot, saying. There's a difference. The relation between the milk and water and pot, when it is said milk or water in the pot, is the container content relation. Water is the content, the pot is a container. But when we say the mud in the pot, it is not container content relation, isn't it? It is not the mud in the pot as if separate from the pot, like the water and milk were separate. Here, inside means what? In and through every nook and corner as the Karana or as the Atma of the pot. Therefore, where is the mud in the pot? Every place. In such a manner, unlike the water and milk, which can be removed. Again, you can pour out the water and milk from the pot and you can make empty. You cannot pour out the mud out of the pot and show the empty pot. Pot doesn't remain only without the mud. In the same way, eko hi purushaha, eko hi puman vyavastitah samasta deheshu. In all the beings, dehas, पुरुष एक ही है. इसका अर्थ ये नहीं कि देह अलग है, पुरुष उसके अंदर बैठे हैं. कंटेनर कंटेंट रिलेशन नहीं है. The relation is what? To the Deha as the substratum Atman is that Purusha only. On that Purusha or Paramatma, the Deha is imagined or projected. On the mud, the pot is imagined and projected. It may have some utility in Vyavahara. That thought, if it is understood, Vedanta थोड़ा अंदर जा रहा है. अदरवाइज इस कान से जाकर इस कान से बाहर. ऐसा क्यों करते हो आप? मैं कानपुर का हूं ना, तो मेरा पूरा कान तो इधर से सुनता है, उधर से जाता है. तो सर्वदेहेषु पुमान एकः यदा, when in all deha as a substratum Purusha is one only, then tadahi, how can this language come? Ko bhavan, who are you? Saha aham, I am so and so. Iti etad vipralambanam. This type of talk is only vipralambana hai. It is only cheating or ignorance or delusion. विप्रलंबन का अर्थ है चीटिंग है. You are cheating yourself, knowingly or unknowingly. If you know, you will not cheat. If you are saying means you don't know. So know and don't cheat yourself or others. By saying that who are you or you are so and so. By saying that I am so and so. I am only cheating. Because there is nothing called as you or me. You, your substratum. Me, my substratum is only one Paramatma. On that one Paramatma only, these are only projected. Don't give reality to it. Maya mora, tora thai, Maya hai. Huh? Maya or thai is the Maya. Then mora and tora. My means मैं, तय means तुम, मोहरा means मेरा, तुम्हारा means तुम्हारा. Vipralambana. Therefore, Tvam Raja, that you say you are a king, Shivika Yamcha, and this is a palanquin. Then Vayam Vahaha Purasaraha, and we are the ones carrying this palanquin and going ahead. Then Ayamcha Bhavataha Lokaha, these people are your servants who are maybe escorting that palki along with the ones who are carrying. Then Nasad Etat Tvaya Uchate, Etat Tvaya Yaduchate Tat Nasatu. What you have spoken, this is not Sat only. कि कितना डिफरेंशिएशन किया तुमने. चार डेफिनेशंस डिफरेंशिएशन. यू से यू आर राजा, यू से दिस ए पालकी, एंड यू से दे आर कैरियर्स, एंड यू से दो आर पीपल हु आर योर subjects. They are bhavatah lokaha, your servants or subjects or your subordinates. Na etat satyam tvaya uktam. There are no four things, please. Four expressions नहीं है वहां. एक ही परमात्मा है उन चारों में. Now see the state of knowledge of that Jadabharataji. He is fully engrossed in the experience of that truth substratum, that. Other than that, he is not seeing anything. And if somebody says, he says, तुम झूठ बोल रहे हो, तुम धोखा दे रहे हो, है ही एक चीज. Just like there's a white object. You are seeing it. Somebody says this object is black. What you say, तुम झूठ बोलो यार, धोखा दे रहे हो मेरे को. Where is black? It's white only. As conspicuous to us with the opened eyes, healthy eyes, to see and recognize the white as white, not get cheated or diluted if someone says it is black or any other color. Same way, the Bharat Bhagavan is at that level, Raja Bharatji, Jada Bharata. But he has transcended all the Mithya Moha Krita Rupa Nama. He is in the experience direct of the truth. Then says, क्या बोल रहे हो तुम भाई? तुम तो विप्रलंबन कर रहे हो. यू आर चीटिंग योर सेल्फ एंड यू आर ट्राइंग टू चीट मी ऑल्सो. तुम तो झूठ ही बोल रहे हो भाई. सेइंग दैट यू आर राजा, दे से पालकी, दीज आर द कैरियर्स, दे आर माय सब्जेक्ट्स. इतना कहा है रे बाबा. See that. Now, is it not becoming clear when we study these Puranic stories and simple words used to convey the Upanishadic truths? That is why Purana Itihasabhyam Veda Upabhrumhitam, they say. The Veda Vedanta Jnana is made stronger, clearer through the study of Purana Itihas. पुराने इतिहास में वही है वेद ज्ञानी, तत्व ज्ञानी. ओके. देन वस्तुराजेति यत् लोके यच्च राजभटात्मकं तथान्ये च नृपत्वं च तत्तत् संकल्पनामयम्. This is the beautiful thing. If this clicks again to, like, mud is the truth. Mud can be made into a pot. It is a sankalpa. And to that mud, water is added. That's a sankalpa. Then the lump is put on the wheel. It's a sankalpa. Wheel is moved. It's a sankalpa. While the wheel is moving with the hands, molding that clay is a sankalpa. Then the clay taking the shape as a pot is a sankalpa. Then cutting it from the bottom and keeping aside and calling it as a pot is a sankalpa. Then it is being heated up or dried up and then made for sale. Sankalpa hai wo. Somebody bought it and used it for storing water. Every one of them sankalpa only, not reality. Reality is only mud. Mud has never become something else. At any moment of time, if you can catch this subtle point, in and through all stages of that mud, appearing as spot, again going back to become mud. Every stage is sankalpa only. Sankalpa as if given a shape. But that shape also sankalpa. Its utility also is sankalpa. बिना संकल्प का होता है क्या वो? संकल्प ही है वो. Therefore, where is the whole world? In name and form. Where are names and forms? Only in the sankalpa of the mind, not reality. Reality is only that Purusha. That's what he says. Vastu Raja iti. You call yourself Raja Vastu. Yat loke. ये जो राजा नामक जो वस्तु यहाँ बैठा है शिविका में, he is calling usually वस्तु, the object seated in the palanquin as raja. Yaccha raja bhata atmakam, the other raja bhatas, the other vastus talked, then tata anyecha, the other people of the carriers, including the palanquin, then your rajatva, nrupatva. Raja is the body. Rajatva is the feeling in the body that I am a king. Like yesterday when the oath taking was done, or day before, और कल पोर्टफोलियोस दिए हैं सबको. देन ईच वन ओके मैं ये वाला मिनिस्टर हूँ, ये वाला मिनिस्टर हूँ. दैट इज द मिनिस्टरत्वम. दैट ऑल्सो इज थॉट ओनली, राजत्वम तत्तत् संकल्पनामयम. इट्स ओनली संकल्प ओनली, not reality. If reality, you should have been from beginning so. Suddenly you can't become this or that minister. क्योंकि that which is satya always there. And it should continue also. The moment the vikalpa हो जाता है कि you can resign it, or the PMO can remove you, or the whole party may lose, others can come to power, the whole thing collapses, cabinet only. How come it's collapsing? Because it's not real. If it's not real, what it is, then it is sankalpa only. The only two things, reality and sankalpa. Reality need not be sankalpita, it is reality. If something is sankalpita, it is not real then. Samyak kalpana. Mind's thought only. One of the topmost shloka, this one, these two, three shlokas, and topic itself is so beautiful. Sarvam Jagati Sankalpa. As we told you, the stulata, the sukshmata, the karanata, the parivartana in that, and the actions that are happening in it, the dravyata in it, the so-called knowledge that's happening, ये सारा संकल्प है, ये सब माया delusion है. These are all projected. Like on the theater cinema में, screen में, the beings are projected, their words are projected. In the word, the emotions are projected, their intellection also is projected, their variety of actions भी सारे projected है ना. सब दिख रहे हैं वहाँ. You're not seeing a still picture in a motion picture. In the motion picture, you see the appearance of all. लोग हैं, चल रहे हैं, काम कर रहे हैं, बोल रहे हैं, समझ रहे हैं, सब दिख रहा है ना. But all that, the knowledge there, the emotions there, the actions there, the words there, the physical structures there, सब projected है कि नहीं? In the same way. Other than the Atman, everything is projected. So, Tattva Sankalpanamaya. It's only Sankalpanamaya. The object called as Raja, the object called as Bhatta, the object called as Palki, the object called as the carriers. Etat Sarvam Sankalpanamayam. Even the feeling that I am a Raja. Sankalpa. Atma is not Raja. Atma is not Praja. On Atma, Raja, Praja, both are projected. Along with Rajatva, Prajatva. And all the feelings. That Praja does Namaskar to Raja, Raja does blessing to Praja. ये सारे उस संकल्प से ही. You can see that, no? The people who are just not an ordinary MLA, suddenly MLA, MP बन गए, पोस्ट मिलते ही immediately वो रुबाब आ जाता है. Others also sir बुलाते. In the same way, who was in the ministerial post? See, chief minister, everybody does namaskar. वो post उस्ट हो गया. Then again, he's so ordinary. See that somebody 24 साल continuously chief minister, now an ordinary MLA. See that संकल्प विकल्प हो गया ना, whole state का CM. Now only the constituency MLA. That's it, member only. अगर जीता नहीं था वो भी नहीं होता. You understood? All Sankalpa. When we can understand it deeply, ki, other than Paramatma, all these Stula Sukshma are nothing but Sankalpa, and start devaluing it, na? Then they go away from our mind, influencing our mind. Then only the calm, quiet, the mind becomes. And that mind only, the truth is recognized, revealed, realized as it is, as our own self. That is a moksha. He has done it, Bharataji. So he is telling that Rahugana. Rahugana was going in search of or to a Mahatma only to gain this knowledge only. इनको यही knowledge मिल गया वो पीछे चले आते. What is where to go now? We got the knowledge. Next. अनाशो परमार्थ अनाशी परमार्थश्च प्राज्ञैरभि उपगम्यते. For the prajna people, prajna means those who have deep shastriya way of contemplation. For such prajni, anashi paramartha cha abhyupagamyate. That birth, change, deathless Paramatma alone is seen, he is understood, he is experienced every moment. You hasn't anything other than that. Like for the goldsmith, the anashi paramartha vastu is gold alone is seen. The ornament on that is not paramartha and it is vinashi, not anashi. Uska nash hai. This is called as Divya Chakshu. This is called Jnana Chakshu. This is called as Shastra Chakshu. प्राज्ञैः अनाशी परमार्थः च अभ्युपगम्यते. That is the meaning of देहाभिमाने गलिते विज्ञाते परमात्मनि यत्र यत्र मनो याति तत्र तत्र समाधयः. Wherever your mind is going, seeing anything, all that is known as self only. That is the state of matta parataram nanyat kinchid asti dhananjaya. प्रज्ञा प्राज्ञ के द्वारा सब में विद्यमान अधिष्ठान alone is seen. In Upanishad is called as Pratibodha Viditam Matam. Pratibodha Viditam means that which is an experience or a knowledge of an objective world for the ignorant people. For a jnani, in and through that Bodha Bodham Prati, Atma alone is experienced. Where you see ornament, there the goldsmith sees gold. Where you see the pot maker sees the pot. Where we see the world, there alone Paramatma is seen by Jnani. The Paramatma and the superimposition. Unreal. The Jnani sees Paramatma. The Ajnani sees the superimposed as the reality. That I told you that shloka again, Vivek Chudamanika. You know, the three stages of evolution. देहोहमित्येव जडत्व बुद्धि देहे च जीवे च विदुषस्तु अहम देवी विवेक विज्ञान महात्मनः ब्रह्माहमित्येव मतिः सदात्मनि. जडस्य बुद्धि देहोहमिति. I am the body. Dehe cha jive cha vidushaha to aham dehi. The vidushaha, the one who has knowledge of spirituality, he knows this. The deha, I am the jiva. Depending on requirement, I am identifying with this deha and doing the work. Dehe cha jive cha vidushaha to aham dehi. But viveka vijnana mahatmana, the one who is the Mahatma, who has joined the Vijnana to the Atmana Atmami Viveka, Brahmaham ityeva mati sada atmani. He has got the conviction and experience in himself that I am Brahman, neither I am Jiva nor Sharir. Good, no? Now, he says, हाँ, बहुत बढ़िया टॉपिक आ रहा है। परमार्थस्तु भूपाल संक्षेपात् श्रूयतां मम एको व्यापी। हाँ, परमार्थस्तु भूपाल संक्षेपात् श्रूयतां मम एको व्यापी समशुद्धः निर्गुणः प्रकृतेः परः जन्मवृद्ध्यादिरहितः आत्मा सर्वगतो व्ययः परज्ञानमयः सद्भिः नामजात्यादिभिः प्रभुः न योगवान् न युक्तो भूत् नैव पार्थिव योक्ष्यते तस्यात्मपरदेहेषु संयोगो एक एव यत् विज्ञानं परमार्थोऽसौ द्वैतनो अतथ्यदर्शिनः। Very powerful shloka and good, important, simple. What he says, He Bhupala, O Raja, Paramarthatah tu, Paramarthaha tu, Parama Arthaha, supreme truth, supreme reality, Sankshepat, precisely, Shurayatam Mama. Listen from me when I am speaking. Mama Mama Vani Shruyatam, Aham Vachmi, Aham Vakta, Aham Vadami. I am speaking to you what is supreme truth reality, Paramarthatah. So, no. These words are the highly contemplative words, which during our Upanishadic Puranic study, 1,000 times we must have heard. बट वो फिर से हो ना, वो नैक एंड ट्रिक एंड लक एंड ब्लेसिंग नहीं है, तो वो मीनिंग क्लिक नहीं होता, देन उसका इम्पैक्ट नहीं होता हमारे अंदर. हाँ, सुन चुके हैं. दैट केयरलेसनेस. फर्स्ट अबाउट द परमार्थ वस्तु द जड़ भरता टेलिंग राजा रहुगण इज फर्स्ट इज इट इज एकः. Such things are not two. Two Paramartha Vastus are not there. It is one only. Therefore, wherever two are there, looking same, looking similar, looking different from each other, that not Paramartha. परमार्थतः परमार्थ वस्तु का लक्षणों में पहला लक्षण क्या है? वो एक है, एक ही है, दो नहीं है, अनेक भी नहीं है. तो इसी में थॉट क्या है फिर? दैट एक is in and through every seen aneka without becoming aneka, being superimposed by the aneka. Then when that aneka is rejected, that eka is seen, experienced. This is the contemplation on the word ekaha. It is one in all multiplicities we see. On that one only these multiplicities are projected. When they are rejected, that one is seen. That is Paramartha Vastu. That is spoken like this only. That is Ekaha. By saying Ekaha, the Anekata is rejected. It is one without second. अच्छा, ये वस्तु है, इसका सबस्ट्रेटम क्या है? वही है. वो वस्तु है, उसका सबस्ट्रेटम वही है और एक ही है वो. Like the 10 golden ornaments. What is the substratum of this one? Gold. Uska gold. And there are no two golds. Limitation of the example is what? There is something other than the gold called as space. That's why the gold can be broken into two parts. And here is gold, here is gold, you can talk. In Paramatma, वो division भी नहीं हो सकता है कि नहीं? गोल्ड को काट के आपने दो टुकड़े कर दी, परमात्मा को काट के टुकड़े भी नहीं कर सकते. इट इज वेटली सटल, इट इज ऑल परवेडिंग. मतलब एग्जाम्पल बताया, एग्जाम्पल का लिमिटेशन बताया, एग्जाम्पल परमात्मा को समझने के लिए बताया, और उस परमात्मा में एग्जाम्पल में रहने वाला लिमिटेशन भी नहीं है. ये कहा, कॉन्टेम्पलेशन शुरू हुआ कि नहीं? इट इज वन, वन विदाउट सेकंड, वन इन ऑल. All are superimposed on that one. The superimposed, then they rejected. The one is experienced. That is Paramartha Vastu. And never forget that one Paramartha Vastu is experienced only as I. Then only we have experienced it. It is not experienced like other objects objectively. फिर वो अनात्मा हो जाएगा. ये कहा. Second one is व्यापी. देखो, he is one and he is व्यापी. व्यापी means अनंत रूप व्यापी. Vyapi is such a word. He is not even specifying what do you mean by Vyapi. Only word is said Vyapi. Vyapak hai. Then we have to add Vyapi means Sarva Vyapi. Then again a little grosser way of saying Sarva, whatever you see Sthula Sukshma Karana Jagat Vyapi. तो सर स्थूल सूक्ष्म कारण जगत व्यापी एंड सर्वव्यापी ये भी नहीं कह रहे, सिर्फ व्यापी कह रहे. Then we have to decode it for our understanding. Vyapi means सर्वव्यापी. In that Sarvavyapi, be attentive. In everything He is there, and in every nook and corner of everything He is there. Like gold is Vyapi. It is there in all ornaments, and in the ornaments, every point it is there. That's the meaning of Vyapakatva of the Sona. First is, it is one. There are no two golds. Second is, it is all pervading. All and pervading is only from the standpoint of many things we see. When you see the gold as gold, all and word की जरूरत ही नहीं है, because it alone is there. तो व्यापी. Vyapi is to be said that at any time, any place, that alone is there. Vastu we add. So sarva kaleshu, sarva desheshu, sarva vastushu is called a Vyapi. Simple example of dream और waking में ही टाइम से देखो, हिसाब से देखो, past, present, future. These are the three times. In all the three times, I am there or not as consciousness. So desha drushti se. Again in the past, present and future, different places. At every place I am there or not, consciousness. Without consciousness, you can't illuminate the desha kala. And in the each of the place, different objects. I am there or not as awareness to know that object. And in every object, every aspect of in and out, I am there or not as consciousness. Yeah. इसको कहते हैं feeling of happiness. I am that already. I am missing that identity. I am identifying with the upadhis. That's why samsara. So ekaha, vyapi, then samaha. Beautiful, no? The third word for meditation is the one who is vyapi, and we have added vyapi and sarva vyapi, sarva vastu vyapi. In all the vastus, he is samarupena. What is the samatha there? The vishamata of the rupa nama doesn't touch it. सम है वो, समरूप में हो. मतलब क्या है, बड़े हाथी में परमात्मा बड़ा हुआ, छोटे चीटी में छोटा हुआ, ऐसा नहीं है. Like the gold in a big ornament, the gold has become big. The small ornament, the gold has become small. The bigness and smallness in the tattva called the gold is invalid. It can be projected. If the child is big, then you make big ornament. Child is small, chota. That is your convenience. For that sake, you are superimposing bigness and smallness in the gold. Gold is a tattva. In that small, big are not reality में नहीं है. Imagination में, व्यवहार में है कि नहीं? Gold is gold. 1 किलो गोल्ड, 5 किलो गोल्ड ऐसा नहीं होता. गोल्ड होता है बस, वो तत्व है. Then according to your requirement, you make it 1 किलो, 5 किलो. So, ekaha, feel the meaning of it. Here not two things. Vyapi is there everywhere. Samaha is not Vishama because there's no difference. the bigness and smallness, the fall, the fatness and the thinness of those Rupa Nama in which it is permeated, on which they are superimposed. Okay, it doesn't go through those modifications. It is sama हमेशा ऐसा ही रहता है, वो विषम नहीं बनता. Every example, like wood, in the door, the wood has become bigger, in the window it has become smaller. ऐसा नहीं होता वो. That's a requirement के कारण वो measurement है. Otherwise, it is a wood only. विषम नहीं हुआ. Like एक कुर्सी बनाया आपने लकड़ी से. So there are how many parts? पीछे support है और एक बैठने वाला चीज है. Then 4 legs are there to it. Because of this, the wood has not become vishama. It is wood only, whether it's for backrest or sitting or like 4 legs of the tree chair. वो फीलिंग को कहते हैं समता. I am not talking this thing more because we are talking very deeply about the tattva. If ज़्यादा एग्जाम्पल दिया तो दिमाग एग्जाम्पल की तरफ जाता है. तत्व को यहाँ बता रहे. That's what he said, no? हे भोपाला परमार्थ वस्तु संक्षेपात श्रूयता मम. बट एग्जाम्पल के बिना तो बात समझ में नहीं आता ना. Because of the circular making of the gold as a bangle, gold has not become circle or other shape. ऐसा वो हमेशा गोल्ड गोल्ड ही रहता है. दैट इज इट समस्थिति. It has not gone into any modification. Very, very important. Fourth one is Shuddha. Shuddha means it has not gone into modification. One, then the Rupa Nama which are projected on it, they won't touch it. दोनों एक ही तरह लगते हैं बट अलग है. Samaha is from the Vastu standpoint. Shuddha is from the superimposed standpoint. The Ashuddhis of shape and form, etc., Rupanama of the superimposed do not touch Paramatma Tattva. That's called its Shuddhi. And it itself doesn't go through any change in its shape. Wherever it is there supporting, that's called it Samata. So the waves are, water is Sama in all the waves. So the waveness of the wave do not touch the water, that is Shuddhi of the water. That Paramatma Tattva is we. And which is again not an object, which cannot be talked in the form of any gunas, qualities, रूप रंग शब्द. इन सब का अतीत है. Isn't it? Therefore, इन सब के अतीत जाए तो it will be found. Okay. एकः व्यापी समः शुद्धः. Fifth point, निर्गुणः. In that there are no gunas. As you know, just said, the indriya gochara gunas are not there. Like the आंखों से दिखते हैं रूप, तो रूप नामा का गुण इज नॉट देयर इन इट. देयरफॉर रूप के ही हिस्से होते हैं रंग और शेप. Shapes and colors are the varieties in the forms seen by the eyes. The form itself is not there, Rupa, then you cannot call it as this shaped or that colored. That is the meaning of Nirguna. So too, the guna of the sound. It is not there. Small sound, big sound, scooter sound, car sound. इस तरह से वो गुण नहीं है, सो कान से नहीं सुन सकते. So to the smell nose के द्वारा, it has no guna. It is like a rose, or it is like petrol, or it's like kerosene, or it is like laughing gas. No. So to a ठंडा है, गर्म है, या soft है या hard है. That is an object touched and known by the स्पर्शेंद्रिय. स्पर्शेंद्रिय के ये चार होते हैं, हार्ड एंड सॉफ्ट एंड कोल्ड एंड हॉट. दैट इज व्हाट इट एक्सपीरियंसेस. ठीक है. कठिन, मृदु, उष्ण, शीतल. एंड देन इन दैट ग्रेडेशंस, बहुत कठिन है, बहुत बहुत कठिन है, बहुत मृदु है, बहुत बहुत मृदु है, बहुत गर्म है, बहुत बहुत गर्म है, हल्का सा गर्म है, हर ठंडा है, बहुत ठंडा है, बहुत बहुत. There are gradations, but other than that, only these four the skin knows. Sparshaka, Katinyam, Vardavam, Mrudutvam, then Ushnata, Shitalata. Skin doesn't know the smell or taste and all. So, guna nahi hai, matlab, it is not cold or hot or hard or soft. So, too, the guna of the indriya are called as the tongue. परमात्मा मीठे हैं कि खट्टे हैं कि कड़वे हैं कि तीखे हैं पंजेंट है, is without any gunas. So therefore nirgunaha. The last one is prakrutehe paraha. It is beyond prakriti. Here the prakriti is three gunas. The earlier guna means the lakshanas of the vastus, which are perceived by the faculties. So prakritehe paraha. Prakriti, pra means prakasha, sattva guna. Kru means kruti, karma, it's called rajoguna. ती मीन्स तिष्ठति, दैट इज तमोगुण. प्रकृति उसी में ही सत्व रजस तमो तीन आ गए, उसका परे है वो. सो इट इज नॉट द्रव्यात्मक लाइक तमोगुण, इट इज नॉट क्रियात्मक लाइक रजोगुण, इट इज नॉट ज्ञानात्मक लाइक सत्वगुण. इट इज बियॉन्ड ऑल दिस थ्री. It is unqualified pure consciousness. Mind you, consciousness at the buddhi level becomes knowingness. That knowingness is called knowledge. The knowledge is known by Chidabhasa. That Chidabhasa is the knower, Jiva. In pure conscious Paramatma, ये सब नहीं होता. He is त्रिपुटी रहित, ज्ञाता ज्ञान ज्ञेय रहित, ज्ञप्ति स्वरूप. Consciousness is not knowledge, please. Consciousness is consciousness. Knowledge is buddhi का काम है, in which is a thought, a vritti. In that vritti, that object comes and that object is covered or illuminated by the consciousness. Then a thought of it comes, which we call as knowledge. Which it is a knowledge for the jiva, for the chidabhas. Buddhi tadatma chidabhas. He stations in the body. और प्योर कॉन्शियस आत्मा में ज्ञाता ज्ञान ज्ञेय है ही नहीं, वो उसे अलग व्यक्ति स्वरूप है. Unqualified, undifferentiated, pure Chetana consciousness. Okay. Eko Vyapi Samaha Shuddha Nirgunaha Prakritehe Paraha. Then Janma Vriddhi Adi Rahitaha. In that, the birth, the growth, then the Adi means the decay and death, which are not there in it. Then Atma Sarvagataha. That's how, from the world standpoint, which we already said, Sarvagataha. It is permeating in everything. And then when those things called as names and forms, they go on changing, it doesn't change. Therefore, avyaya. So, janma vriddhyadi rahitaha sarvagataha avyayaha. Then few more thoughts are there, completely explaining about that Atma Vastu. ये 2-3 श्लोक पकड़कर थोड़ा contemplate करने से some understanding comes about the Paramatma, that it cannot be an object of understanding, but it is experiential. But understanding is required to focus our attention towards that. That understanding will be done, will be coming to us. Like we said, ekaha. In that there is no anekata. It is one only. It is an intellectual understanding. And that will be the experience when we experience the Atman, ki I am one without second. So too, the other words of Vyapi Samaha Shuddha. So much we are caught up in the उपाधि तादात्म्य एंड जीव के रूप में संसार में वस्तु व्यक्तियों के पीछे भटक रहे हैं कि ये जो आत्मा का ज्ञान है ना, वो भी हमको पकड़ में नहीं आ रहा. That much we are lost in the world, because of which the buddhi is in absolute tamo rajoguna. that it is not able to catch this knowledge. Therefore, when the whole world is detached from, the buddhi is free from rajotamo, it becomes Shuddha Sattvi, Satoguni. In that Sattoguna, this knowledge comes. इसलिए सत्व से ही तत्व मिलता है. We have to develop that. Okay. Tomorrow we'll see. Om 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 Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Paramasubhyo Parabrahmane Shruti MAATRE Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu. Join in 5 minutes.